everyone and welcome to GT Realm. We are doing an unboxing video of, yes, the Gran Turismo DD Pro wheel. So let's get busy with the unboxing, shall we? The sharp knives are out. Yeah, look at that sexy blue box. Oh my lord. What are we packing in here? Well, we're packing a direct drive wheel. That's what we're packing. And I'm going to take you along the journey to see how it compares to my G29. We have purchased this. Fanatec have not given it to us. We're not big enough yet for any of that jazz. So we're not deemed to be important enough to get a free one. Just in case you're all thinking that we got given it. Hell no. As you can see, the packaging is really well done. And so it should be for the money it costs. There's a little manual, and it is little. Very tiny indeed, but very, very useful. It's fit for purpose. Look at the top off, come on. There it is. The Gran Turismo wheel. Oh, who can't wait for Gran Turismo 7? Me. So let's put that aside. Let's get something else out. A box of gubbins. Don't know what that's going to be yet. Get that out. What have we got in here? We've got a table clamp. We've got more wire gubbin boxes. We've got the main thing, which we've taken out abruptly. Come on, get out. And then we're down to the pedal set. We'll get that out. And let's just line them all up for you so you can see everything that comes in the box on the floor. Let's have a look. See, let's place this on the floor. Okay. Look at that. The money shot right there, look at that. Woohoo! 8 Newton meters will be coming at some point soon. But this is exactly what you get in the box. Okay, so we've got table clamp, foot pedals, steering wheel, base unit, power supply. And look at that wheel. It's a good effort from Polyphony, I think. And here's the actual base itself, the motor. It weighs quite a bit, this. I think it's a good 10 kilos, I think, maybe 8 kilos, something like that. There's all the ports for plugging in everything that you want to plug into it. And the CSL pedals. Right, let's get busy. Okay guys, so we're going to start by doing a benchmark with the G29. Obviously, I'm going to try and memorize how it feels before I move on. I'm sure there's going to be a night and day difference, but the old G29, I've had this for about 4+ years now. And it's been a great wheel. Loved every second of it. I have modified this wheel. I've got a bigger power supply to get rid of feedback noise, so it's a lot smoother, less rattly. I've installed a true brake, which is basically like a load cell but using potentiometers from AXC. I've also got a true pedal, which is an upgraded potentiometer for the throttle, which is made by AXC. So if you have a G29, I recommend these mods 100%. It absolutely transforms the G29 whole set. So with that in mind, we'll get on track. We'll just do a little time trial. It's got to be Dragon's Trail, hasn't it? It's got to be Dragon's Trail. Can't be any other track. The problem is the car. What do we pick? I'm going to pick the Jag and see how that goes. And what we'll do is I'll do 5 laps, see what the fastest time is, and then we'll install the new one, the new DD Pro. So let's get busy. Make sure we've got the right tyres on, super softs. Want it bopped because we don't want any differences there. Right, so let's do 5 laps and see what the fastest is. Okay, so that's 5 laps broken in. So we've got 5 laps now we're going to do with the DD Pro, and obviously I'm going to be overloaded with sensory information, but obviously I want to do it fresh. I don't want to practice on it a bit and then do the 5 laps for you. I want to hook it up, turn it on, set the settings up, and let's go. So let's install the DD, shall we? Let's go. Okay guys, when it comes to mounting the DD, a lot of people do this wrong, I've noticed, and they're struggling to get these T-bolts in. But this is how you should do it. Place them in the holes on the deck that you're going to slide it onto. Put the nut in so it's on a bit. Yeah. Once it's on, just straighten them up. Grab your base, obviously. They're the sliding points. I don't know, I won't be able to do this one-handed, but you basically just slide it on. There you go. And it's on. All lined up, and then you just need to tighten it up. Bang tidy. Hot tip there. Okay guys, this is going to be our first turn on. Gran Turismo's on, ready. We'll turn the wheel on. Go to a nice shiny blue. A little Fanatec there. We have the blue light. So we should be ready to rock and roll. So, okay guys, so press the button, turn the wheel on. We've done all of the updates for the wheel, so the firmware is all now up to date. The base firmware is up to date, the wheel firmware is up to date. There's none for the pedals at the moment. We've got it all hooked up. We've connected it to the PS5. Let's press the PS button. Got that connected, and this will be our first experience. So let's see what we can do. I've got 5 laps in order to achieve my 1:35, was it? I think it was. Something like that. Right, let's make sure that the car is set to bop. Yes, it is. Right, let's go guys. Let's see how it feels. Bit nervous. Okay, well the initial thing is the brake pedal. Ooh. Okay. Okay, my initial feeling is, oh, it's proper smooth. There is no zero notchiness going on here. Paddle shifter feels quite nice, to be honest. Oh, yeah, the brake is going to be my issue, I think. I'm going to... Oh, the feedback off the curbs, man. Well, that's very different. I feel like this is just... It feels weird in a good way. But I feel like somehow the shaft of this thing is connected to the actual car. I think because of the smoothness, and there's no cogs involved like there is with the G29. It's just a direct drive straight to the motor. You're basically turning the centre shaft on the motor itself. The force feedback feels like you can feel the wheels on the car lifting and compressing under the curb smashing. Forget to change gear there. There's a lot of information going on under my hands right now. I'm gonna have to get used to the brake though. The brake is it's just a standard brake. But I'm used to the true pedal, which is very much like a load cell. It's just more about pressure based braking rather than travel braking. So, but we'll see what we can. I'm probably, yeah, I'm braking too late here. But I'm just purposely going on the curbs at the minute. I just want to feel how it feels. Oh yeah, man. So much. It's very different. Very different. And the rubber grip on the steering wheel. It's super grippy. To the point where I think you might get blisters on your thumb. And where you hold the actual wheel. It's super sticky. When you first feel the wheel, you think, oh god, it's a bit rubbery. But the rubber on it's really effective. Really effective. Steering input wise though, I'm feeling a lot of stuff. This is only on the 5 newton meters. I've got the standard 5 newton meters. We will be upgraded to the 8, and hopefully the load cell when it becomes available, which I think is on the 14th, I think, of March. So let's see where our first half decent lap has got us. 36? No, 37. Okay, so I'll try and focus a bit while I'm trying to give you all this information as to what the wheel's doing. I think the first thing that you'll notice when you get the wheel, turn it on and start playing is just how smooth it is. It's just so smooth. And when it hits something, the actual feedback itself is... The feedback is smooth, if that makes sense. Because I'm used to the G29 and its cog system. There's no cogs in here, so there's no chattering. I can't feel the chatter. I'm feeling more of the car and what it's doing. Oh, that's interesting. You can feel when the grip's gone on the wheel. You can feel it really well. Let's try it here. Oh yeah. Wow. Wow. You couldn't feel that on the G29. It just went dead when it ran out of grip. Oh shit. They don't call it chicane of death for nothing. The 5 newton meters is strong, but it's not overpowering. Well manageable. I reckon you could do quite a few hours on 5 newton meters. Apparently the 8 newton meters is where it changes considerably in terms of what you're going to feel. Divots in the road, stuff like that. I can feel slight tarmac changes. They're very it's a very dull knock going on. But the curbs feel ace. Makes you want to smash them. But yeah, it's very smooth. I think that's what shocked me the most, to be honest, so far. How smooth the wheel is. The turn and everything. Oh, I'm going to do my analysis when I just get these 5 laps over with. I don't think we're going to make a 35. There's too much going on. I've got to get used to it. But mainly because of the brake, I think. The brake is slowing me down quite considerably. Throttle pedal wise, throttle feels fine. More than usual. Oh, the grip loss when you feel it. It's proper good. Yeah, it's going to take me a while to get used to the brake pedal. Right, I'll shut up for this last lap. See if I can get a 35. No, we need a second off that. Okay, let's go. Let's focus. See if I can drive it to the limit. Brake is proper screwing me here. There's nothing wrong with the brake, don't get me wrong. It's not that it's rubbish. It's I'm just not used to. It's been a while since I've been on travel brake pedals rather than a pressure feel. And it makes a massive difference because I'm not sure where my pedal positions are supposed to be right now. Oh, we got a lift. I think once all the inputs have inputted themselves into my brain, it's going to be such a good communication between yourself and the wheel and what the game's doing. And this game's not even optimized for this wheel. So I'm taking an extra lap here just to the whole experience is just smooth. It's really good, guys. Yeah, I think as soon as I get used to the wheel and the pedal itself, the brake pedal, throttle pedals, awesome. Very sensitive. The part throttle stuff. You can't see it at the moment, but on the wheel itself, it's telling me what gear I'm in and what speed I'm doing. Guys, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Just trust me. Okay, so I can't get a 35 at the minute. I've got to sort the brake out. So we'll pause it there for a second while I just input that information and try and get it out of my mouth to you. Right. So I suppose the big question is it worth the upgrade if you're on a G29 or a T300? Or even a Fanatec CSL Elite, one of the older ones. I can't really discuss whether it's worth the upgrade from a CSL Elite. I think in terms of if you wanted a direct drive wheel and you've got the cash, why wouldn't you? I think just go for it. The wheel will fit the whole ecosystem of the Fanatec stuff or the Fanatec stuff, whichever way you want to say it. They all interact with each other, so if you've already got Fanatec equipment, then it's all going to fit onto the DD, so it's not really an issue. But in terms of like if you've got a G27, T150, G29, the new Logitech one, is it 923 I think it is. Could be wrong on that one because they're all. I mean, the Logitech stuff is all the same. It's the same wheel basically. It's cog driven, double motors. It's super clunky. But it's done me. It's served me well for 4 years. But when you move to a direct drive wheel like this, it is night and day different. It's so much smoother. You're not distracted, because you have to turn your distraction button off when you drive the G29, because there's a lot of cog noise. You can feel it through your hands, and trying to distinguish between cog knock, I'm going to make that a thing, and whether the feedback is just, you know, not working properly. There's a lot of noise in the G29 in terms of its feedback noise. I just think, wow, just wow. Basically, this is not cheap, so let's get that out the way. It's an investment. If you're into your sim racing and you already own one of those lower tier entry level wheels, G29, like myself, this is definitely worth it. Just go and get one. It's a direct drive wheel. I don't think you'll need any other wheel, if I'm honest. This is more than enough, and if the feedback's not enough, get the boost pack, get the 8 Newton meters, and I think that'll be more than do you. It should more than you need. I don't know why you'd want to make life hard work for yourself with more than 8 Newton meters. You're going to be getting a sweat on with that, trust me. But the fidelity of what you can feel on the track just with the 5 Newton meter on a game that's not optimised for this wheel at the moment, GT7 is, which will be out in March 4th, is unreal. So I'm now very keen to feel what Gran Turismo 7 is going to feel like with its official wheel, obviously the DD Pro. So, yes, looking forward to that immensely now. But in terms of should you upgrade, I would recommend yes. If you can afford to do it, do it. Go straight for the direct drive. Don't bother upgrade. If you're on G29, you want to go T300 or a TGT Thrustmaster, the last Gran Turismo wheel, I wouldn't bother. I really wouldn't bother going to Belt and spending what $400, €400 or whatever it is. If I was you, I'd save up the extra couple hundred and go for the direct drive. Less to go wrong. There's all sorts of pluses to the whole system. The Fanatec ecosystem as well. There's a shit ton of wheels, pedals, combinations you can get. I mean, you can spend all your money there if you wanted to. It's like a bloody sweet shop for sim racers. But I would definitely upgrade. I'm very happy with this purchase. I think my driving will improve once I get my brain relearned into what I'm feeling, because I'm getting a lot of information now that I wasn't getting before. So obviously it's a bit of an overload. I mean, we still managed to 36.6, but which is, I think, is a good time for a new wheel. I mean, obviously with the G29 times, I've used that wheel for a long time, so I know what its pitfalls is, what it's telling me, how to transfer that information from my hands to what's going on, and obviously the pedal feels I've got used to. You've got to take in all those factors in, but I think if you get one and you're just like, oh, I'm slower, it's just because you're not used to the wheel yet. Trust me, you will get quicker on it. There's a lot of information it's giving you. You're going to need time to process it and figure out what those feelings are that you're feeling through your hands. So I've really got nothing else to say other than the wheel. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. It's a tiny bit bigger than the Logitech one by a few mil, by this much all the way around. The rubber grip on it is really nice. When you first see it and you feel it, you think, what's that? That feels a bit cheap. And to be fair, you can hear it sounds a bit cheap in terms of its plasticness. But the rubber grip itself is really grippy, man. It's really grippy. It's gonna take skin off your hands, I think. So if you can wear gloves, do that. The paddles feel, the shifters feel okay, actually, to be honest. They feel pretty good to look at and to feel them, as in tactile. They feel cheap, but when you pull them and you're getting on with it, doesn't really become an issue. The gap between the back of the wheel and the back of the paddle, there's not a lot of room. So I think if I had my gloves on, I'd probably feel a bit like my fingers are pinched behind it. I'd have to find another way to hold and pull the triggers, pull the paddles. But again, the wheel's interchangeable. Just get another wheel later on down the line if that's what you want to do. Yep, the base of the actual DD itself is quite heavy and chunky. Yeah, it feels like a quality item. You feel like you've got your money's worth, I think. But yeah, so you can go into depth on all what the buttons do and all that palaver with the other videos. I just wanted to put a video up for our channel on what it's like and whether it's worth upgrading. And the short answer is yes, it is. If you're going from a belt-driven or the cog-driven G29s and you can afford to get this, go and get it. Don't think about it. Just go and get it. Just go and get it. Plug it in, and you'll be happy days. It'll put a smile on your face. I'm going to leave it there, and that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. Smash the like button if you liked the video. Also, we're on Facebook. If you're watching this on Facebook, smash the like button. Follow us on Facebook. We're on Instagram also. You can follow us on there. And we're normally streaming live Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 till 10. So come catch us on those days and say hello to us. Smash the like buttons and share and all that good stuff. And we shall see you then. In the meantime, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was informative. Hit me up in the comments. Any questions, I'll try and answer as best I can. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.